Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So according to the #1 pick in the draft, Andrew Bogut, many years ago by the Milwaukee Bucks, and also a pretty solid player for the Golden State Warriors, also a guy that I believe was involved in a trade that would have sent Steph Curry over to the Bucks, but they wanted Monte Ellis instead. That guy. Yes, man, that guy. So according to Andrew Bogut, Bradley Beal is reportedly trying to get to the Philadelphia 76ers this offseason to form a big three with Joel Embiid and James Harden. So the first thing I gotta say, man, is death taxes and Bradley Beal trade rumors. But also what I gotta say too is for today's video, we are going to see if this actually makes sense, if there is a path to do so, if it makes sense for both parties, all that good stuff. Before we get going on this, man, if you don't mind leaving a like, and of course subscribing to the channel. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm really pushing like TikTok content these days, because that's kind of like the wave of how, like, you know, things are going. So if you can check out my TikTok, crispyflakes_YT, I promise you, you will not be disappointed in the content over there. But let's go ahead, man, and get going on this. So, looking at Bradley Beal on the season, we all know he's out for the rest of the season with a wrist injury, which is okay. You know, that's fine. It's good for him to get healthy and everything like that. But on the season, he did average 23 points, which is down, you know, from years past. But one thing I did see is that he averaged a career high in assists at about 67 assists per game. Three-point shot was not great. It just wasn't, plain and simple. I mean, everybody can have, you know, off seasons and stuff, but historically it's really good at around 37%. But when it comes down to it, you know, if he is on the team, he's going to be in the backcourt with James Harden. So that 7 assists per game, like the ability that both those guys can make plays but are technically shooting guards, is actually huge. Although James Harden, I will say, has played more like a point guard over years past. But yeah, man. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to NBA. Where am I? There I am. Okay, man. NBA 2K22. And we're going to see, man, like, is there a way to get this done? Because the first thing that I do notice is that Bradley Beal, if you go over to his contract, he's on a player option deal. So it's not even a case of the 76ers have to trade for Bradley Beal. They just simply have to make cap space available to get Bradley Beal on the team. And that's a lot easier, right? That's a lot easier to do, as opposed to if they were looking to do a trade, you're probably looking at giving up pieces like Tyrese Maxey. But plain and simple, they do not have to do that. So with Joel Embiid, you know, he does have the 6-year, $261 million deal. With James Harden, I believe he also has a player option. So it could be a case where James Harden and Bradley Beal both decline their options for their teams. That way there's more flexibility. Or, you know, man, I guess like sign trades also exist, especially if the Wizards are interested in taking on a guy like Tobias Harris and everything to free up money. But yeah, so we got to shed some cap space before we get Bradley Beal on this team, man. And to do that, you know, Tobias Harris would have to be gone. And I have a pretty good option in mind of how to handle this. We're going to go to the trade finder and go with Tobias Harris. So let's see what offers are available. We got 15 trade offers, man. So we got to look for small contracts. We got to shed this cap space. It can't be a case where we take on like a Kevin Love and Lauri Markkanen, because the money once again is not there for Bradley Beal. So just simply getting rid of him is the you know, big option right here that we need to do. And oh man, okay, that's not great. Dallas Mavericks, no. Indiana Pacers, no. Detroit Pistons, honestly, not horrible. I actually like Tobias Harris, by the way, when he was in Detroit. Toronto Raptors, that's not happening either. John Wall, no. Spurs, no. OKC Thunder. Okay, man, so this is what I'm talking about right here. We know the Thunder, they love their draft picks. This is a good opportunity for them to take on a veteran player. I say we would also have to toss in a first-round pick to get this done. But also, Tobias is like a good player too. Like, they could use some additional big man depth on their team, you know, at the forward spot and everything. And I feel like him playing with Giddey and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like, that just kind of works anyway. So we are going to do this trade real quick here. But also, like I said, man, I do think there would have to be a first-round draft pick tossed down just for the Thunder to be like, yeah, like, we're taking on Tobias Harris's large contract, and we know he's not really worth these days. So we are going to do this trade here, man. And there we go. The OKC Thunder have agreed to the offer. Next, what we have to do is we have to get Bradley Beal on the team. So for this, what we're going to be doing, because like I said, we're assuming that he's just not going to re-sign. So we're just going to put him on the 76ers, man. We're going to assume he declines the player option, and he's a free agent. He can sign wherever he wants to. So to do that, we're just simply going to toss him in just for like a low contract guy. I'm going to toss in Sloppy Joe, man. Isaiah Joe. So we're going to do that. And I did not do the correct option to... I'll be right back, man. Okay, I totally didn't cook the books or nothing like that, man. You know, get Bradley Beal's contract, just white it out and everything like that. No, man, I mean, I already explained it and everything. So, yeah, here we go. Let's get Bradley Beal over here. Trade decline, obviously, but it would not be a trade. It would be a signing, so it's just easier to do it this way on 2K. So, there we have it, man. So, at this point, we are looking at a team of James Harden, Bradley Beal, Matisse Thybulle. You got George Niang. I would hope to approve that spot right there. Joel Embiid, bench unit. You got Tyrese Maxey as a 6-man. I mean, I guess in theory you could go small ball and put Bradley Beal at the 3 spot with Tyrese starting. But I actually like the idea of him, you know, being able to come off the bench as a 6-man and play either with James Harden and Bradley Beal. Especially with James Harden, you know, kind of getting up there in age a little bit. He's going to be 33 next season. And Bradley Beal having, you know, like historically having injuries and stuff now, right, man? So beyond that, we also got Kenrich Williams, a really solid 3-and-D type of player. You got Mike Muscala on the team, add some depth. You got DeAndre Jordan. You got guys like Shake Milton, Paul Millsap, Danny Green still. But what I am going to do is, like, I don't think this is like a complete lineup. I do want to get a better power forward on the team, and, you know, we got some guys we can trade away. I think with Tyrese Maxey going to a 6-man role, that opens up an opportunity for us to trade away a guy like Shake Milton, who I'm actually a big fan of him. I think he's a great player, but he would get lost in the rotation at this point, and I don't think, you know, 76ers fans want that for him either, man. So we're going to do a trade of, let's go with Shake Milton. Let's go with Mike Muscala, just because I ain't really a big fan anyway, and a future first-round pick, and see if we can get, like, a really solid power forward. I mean, this trade is just kind of nice right here. Like, Brook Lopez for a backup center. Serge Ibaka could be the starting power forward for the team, so that's a good way to go. DeAndre Hunter and DeLon Wright. Ooh, I like that a lot, man. Like, DeAndre is a beast, and DeLon Wright gives us a good, you know, guy that can play with Tyrese Maxey off the bench. Montrezl Harrell, Isaiah Thomas, no thank you. Nerlens Noel, no thank you. Been there, done that in the 76ers, although he wasn't really bad for the 76ers, if I remember. Kelly Olynyk would be kind of cool just to, like, you know, be like a stretch big and stuff like next to Joel Embiid. But defensively, you're not really getting a lot out of him. I would say out of all these trades, man, I do like this trade of Serge Ibaka and Brook Lopez. Although, I don't think it's... Nah, I like this trade the best, man. Let's get DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter, DeLon Wright, I think is, like, literally perfect. So we're going to do that. Now we got to get our rotation going. We've got these guys playing, you know, how we want them to be playing and everything. So... let's go to the positions. Shooting guard, point guard for Bradley Beal. I'm actually going to do shooting guard, small forward, so we can have those small ball lineups with Tyrese Maxey out there. Joel Embiid, we got that. It's good. Point guard, shooting guard, good. DeAndre Hunter, let's do primary power forward, secondary small forward. That's all good. Shooting guard, point guard, perfect. And Matisse is shooting guard, or I'm sorry, small forward, shooting guard. Let's go small forward, power forward with him. That should be good. All right, so with that being said, let's also do the shooting tendencies. So these guys are playing in the offense the way we want them to be playing. I still think Joel Embiid needs to be number 1 option. I do want Bradley Beal at like a 90. I do want him to be the second scoring option, with James Harden really focusing also on getting the ball to these guys and everything. So that should be good. Tyrese Maxey at a 70, very nice. Yeah, Matisse don't really got to be shooting. Like, he can just be there for like defense and stuff. And then for the 3-point shot, like how many threes you want this team shooting. I actually want Joel Embiid shooting some more threes, man. Like, it's a good thing to add to his game. Hunter at a 50. Okay, Tyrese at a 40. That's fine. Okay, man. I'm happy with that. So, for our starting lineup, we are looking at James Harden, Bradley Beal, Matisse Thybulle, DeAndre, Joel Embiid, bench unit, Tyrese Maxey, DeLon Wright, Kenrich Williams, and DeAndre Jordan, which could be a different backup center at that point. We'll kind of see. Yeah, let's get, Tyrese at 29. I think that's deserving. Let's bump James Harden down a little bit just to, like, due to age. That's looking great. System proficiency. We got perimeter centric. I don't like that with DeAndre Hunter as the new power forward of the team now. So let's go with a balanced system. I feel like that's always a good one to roll with. It's always good for the superstars who have a very well-balanced game, which is why they're superstars, of course. All right, man, I am going to go ahead and simulate this NBA season. Pause the video. Well, I guess I should say the question first, then pause the video. If you pause the video, welcome back. What do you think their final record's going to be, man? I'm going to say this is probably a 62-win team, man. Let's go ahead and simulate the season and find out. Okay, guys, we're at the end of the regular season. First place, I see so many W's, so it looks like this went pretty well right here, although it's about to end poorly because, you know, Detroit Pistons on April 10th, the day after my birthday. Here we go, man. Simulate through. What are we? Ooh, damn, man. 69. Nice. I hope we lose. Wins on the season. Simulate through date. And Detroit basketball, man. Okay. No, we got Joel Embiid, MVP. 32 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks per game. Yeah, he becomes pretty dangerous when you literally surround him with some of the greatest shooting guards of this generation. Like, yes, very well deserved. Cade, well, he wouldn't be Rookie of the Year because we're, doing this season, but the reason I didn't do, like, next offseason, because I have no idea what's going to happen next offseason, so I like using, like, the most, like, historically accurate, like, thing we can currently use, and that is today's rosters and everything, because I can't predict the future. So we got All-NBA first, All-NBA second, James Harden, and Bradley Beal? Okay, no Bradley Beal, All-NBA third, so I'm going to guess he was probably the third leading scorer, although James Harden might have had the assist game going on. So, yeah, man, first place, easy peasy, lemon bitch ass squeezy. Let's go to the player stats. So, okay, Bradley Beal, okay, they were actually pretty accurate, or pretty similar. They both had about 24, 25 points per game. James Harden with the rebounds, also with the assists. Yeah, he deserved that All-NBA second team for sure. But Bradley Beal, man, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists per game. And the important part about this is look at the efficiency. Like, these guys all shooting threes great, and also the three-point shots amazing too. But beyond that, you got Tyrese Maxey, who still did not take a step back whatsoever, being a six-man. He's like, yo, whatever role you need me to play, I'm going to do that. DeLon Wright was nice. Oh, I'm sorry, that was DeAndre Hunter. Well, he was still nice. Not as impressive if it was DeLon Wright, if I'm being honest, but that's fine. Matisse, brought the D and everything like that. All right, let's see how these playoffs go, man, because, we are the champions. That's the goal. Simulate playing. All right, simulate round against the Boston Celtics. And way too easy, man. Sweep. Yeah, we were a 70-win team. I'm not expecting to lose, although the Pelicans exist in this game. So anything can happen. No, they do exist still. They did not get eliminated by the Golden State Warriors. Simulate round, man. Miami Heat. Welcome to Miami where the heat is on, man. All right, we got Philly, Brooklyn. Yo, Sabonis working out on the Sacramento Kings. Okay, real quick here, though, because I'm just a curious man. I gotta see how Tobias did. Tobias Harris. DC, man. Okay. Here we go. Simulate rounds. Brooklyn Nets. Got them 4-0. LA, lo and behold, man, we got the Pelicans in the finals, which defaultly means we won the championship, because even if we lose to them, we all know they win it. All right, simulate round. And there we have it, man. Real deal Bradley Beal on the '76ers. Joel Embiid Finals MVP. That's all we got for this video, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Yo, was that Tyrese at 23? Tyrese Maxey, you almost 145 points. Lord have mercy, man.